It's Henderson. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Joyner. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Cougars are flying down the field. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cougars! He got a step and just dusted the field. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
He'll bring it out. It's Miles. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll operate out of split backs. Quick give. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20, past the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Orange. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Let's talk for a second about Houston. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were
open space in the middle. He's already got 46 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Drake.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Hauls it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it. Look out! Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. And so the penalty is a loss of down, and it's 2nd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Raiola to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quick give. It's Edwards. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So,
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Handoff to Joyner. There he goes. He now has 63 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, for go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Throws to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the left. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. Inside the all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. And there he goes to the left. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Sees a crease. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
From the gun on third down, Raiola. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Raiola to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. They got next to nothing out of that as the punt goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to mark it right around the 25-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's changing the play. Raiola unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Looking for running room. Good, strong tackle. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Throwing Raiola. just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Right side, it's Stokes. They will score! Touchdown, Hughes! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he tacked on the extra point.
Syracuse, 21.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receiver. Here's Raiola to throw. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Moore. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football. And now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
To the air, it's Raiola. Makes a grab. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Needs it. Not gonna make it. And the 4th down gamble backfires. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. To the air, it's Henderson. Rush right in his face.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the down marker. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. Rush is on. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets enough. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Syracuse, 21.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment. Here's Raiola to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Dumps it to the back. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Orange will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Searching for space. Oh, sweet feet. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Drops back on 1st down. Still looking. He'll pull it down across the 35. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 4 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hawkeyes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Raiola. Left side, it's Moore. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Scanning the field. It's Raiola. Shoots it to the left. Caught. It's Stokes. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Throwing Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be third down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Again, it's Raiola. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fourth down, Raiola. Stepping to the right. Fires to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wideout. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Running free. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Raiola to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. How about that catch? Diving grab along the left sideline. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Raiola to the air again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Here's Raiola to throw. Release to the back. Right side, it's Edwards.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Quarterback changing the play. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. Knocked down immediately.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Raiola. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this. Quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments.
Makes the grab in their space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Houston! Hello!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of this drive. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Henderson. They're all over him. On the move, he fires. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play.
Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Hands it off. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Wants to throw on 1st. Unloads in the nick of time.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They were all over it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Touchdown Orange! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The AT unit on the field. Right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
There he goes. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gets the back moving, looking to pass. It's Henderson. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Joyner. Bust through behind his pad. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Cougars just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll run it. It's straight. They put the brakes on it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Bring him down. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Needs it here on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella?
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you.
Can't hang on, he muffs it. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Rolls right. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They didn't have a long way to go, moving at 17 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
28.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They'll try the right side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And they'll take a knee on 4th down. Happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
2nd and long here. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender, and the other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.